The ocean takes up roughly 71% of Earth's available real estate, yet a whopping 95% of that ocean is still waiting to be explored. And while it might sound unbelievable, we've actually explored more of outer space than we have our own ocean. Searching for new stars, planets, and the dream of extraterrestrial life in a far-off galaxy. But what if I told you that lurking in the deep recesses of the ocean, as vast and unexplored as space itself, our very own alien creatures have been thriving for over 500 million years? Today, we're going to explore the octopus and why they've earned their nicknames as the aliens of the ocean. While their mind-blowing biology and out-of-this-world appearance might seem alien, they're actually classified as a cephalopod. Cephalopods have roamed the ocean floor for over 500 million years, according to fossil records, long before any fish, mammals, or reptiles. And the early ancestors of the modern octopus used to sport a shell for protection. They live in every single ocean across the world, from kelp forests, the deep sea, coral reefs, and rocky shorelines. The octopus is a soft-bodied creature with a hydrostatic skeleton, allowing it to be both rigid and flexible. They have no bones, backbone, or vertebral column. Their beak is the only truly solid part of their body. This makes the majority of their body completely malleable and are able to squeeze their entire body through any gap smaller than its eyeball. This comes especially in handy for making a quick getaway from a predator, such as a shark or dolphin. They also have 8 limbs which are equipped with suckers capable of forming a watertight seal on any surface. We'll come back to these a little later, as there's more to these appendages than meets the eye. The skin of the octopus is one of its most iconic features, turning them into masters of camouflage. They're able to completely change both the color and texture of their skin in the blink of an eye, perfect for hiding or hunting. This is because their skin, which is like no other in the animal kingdom, is made up of 3 layers. The first layer is filled with tiny sacs of pigment known as chromatophores. These can be black, red, or yellow. These chromatophores are also capable of opening, closing, and stretching, which create patterns such as bands, stripes, and spots. Under this lies a thin layer of reflective structures known as iridophores, which reflect certain wavelengths of light and create majestic metallic greens and blues. The third and final layer of their skin is more reflective tissue known as leucophores. These reflect ambient light and produce white hues. The combined reflections of the iridophores and leucophore layers are channeled into patterns by the chromatophores. Combined with their special skin structure called papillae, which change the texture of their skin, they can almost perfectly mimic their surroundings down to the exact color and texture. As they move across the ocean floor, their complex camouflage system is constantly updating itself. Scientists once followed an octopus as it made its rounds. They observed that this particular octopus changed its camouflage 177 times in a single hour. Other animals capable of camouflage, such as chameleons, are much slower to adapt to their surroundings because their camouflage is controlled by their hormones. The octopus instead has special photoreceptive skin, which is controlled by its large brain and complicated nervous system, allowing it to change almost instantly. This incredible camouflage system came at the cost of its shell roughly 140 million years ago, which turned out to be a great trade-off in hindsight. The octopus's nervous system is incredibly complex. The average octopus has 500 million neurons in its body. This is especially astonishing as the octopus is an invertebrate. Typically, invertebrate nervous systems aren't as complex as vertebrates. Yet the 500 million neurons, the octopus has put it right on par with dogs and surpassed that of cats and most parrots. Only a third of their neurons are found in their brain, with the majority being spread across their 8 limbs. Further research into these unique appendages led scientists to make some truly mind-blowing discoveries. While the octopus has 2 eyes, they can actually sense light through their skin, meaning they can essentially see using their skin. As well as being able to see, it's been uncovered that these appendages are capable of thinking for themselves too. Part of the information which flows from the environment to the octopus completely bypasses the brain, making each limb capable of independent decision-making. This allows them to analyze and adapt to their environment extremely quickly and accurately. alongside their complicated nervous system, evolved their exceptional brain. Their brain-to-body ratio is the largest of any invertebrate and larger than many vertebrates, with the exception of mammals. The theory goes that when the octopus lost its shell over 140 million years ago, they were met with new challenges related to predation and foraging. This evolutionary pressure forced the octopus to adapt itself to overcome these new challenges, resulting in the incredible intelligence which they are known for today. As you might expect, octopuses are easily able to wield tools, which is both a rare and exceptional trait only found in intelligent animals such as apes, monkeys, dolphins, and some birds. The ability to use tools is also a good indication of an animal's ability to learn. They're also capable of remembering individuals outside their own species, including human faces. A story from the University of Otago in New Zealand details how a captive octopus took a dislike to one member of staff in particular. Every time this employee passed the tank, the octopus would shoot a jet of water at her. I'd like to introduce you to Jennifer Mather. Jennifer is a comparative psychologist at the University of Lethbridge in Alberta, Canada. Mather has been studying octopuses for over 35 years, and here are some of her personal anecdotes in relation to the intelligence of the octopus. Are octopuses smart? Yes, but of course one has to ask what that means. I would say intelligence means learning information and using the information that you've learned. So, how do you know they are smart? We observed how octopuses figure out how to open clams and what sort of flexibility and variety they have. We give them clams and mussels in order to figure out which they like best. They are very strong, but we found they prefer mussels because mussels are easier to open. They clearly made a decision to go with what was easiest. They were selective about what technique they would use with what species. Of course, this doesn't sound hard to you because you're a human, but most simple animals keep trying the same technique. What other indications are there that octopuses are intelligent? Octopuses play, and play is something that intelligent animals do. At the Seattle Aquarium, my colleague Roland Anderson and I figured out a situation in which they might play. A boring situation. We gave them an empty tank and a floating pill bottle and waited to see what would happen. Nothing happened the first time, but after the fourth time, a couple animals did something we call play. The octopus blew a jet of water at the pill bottle, and that caused it to go over a water jet in the tank and come back to the octopus. These two individual animals did it in a sequence over 20 times. That's just exactly the kind of thing we do when we bounce a ball. When you bounce a ball, you are not trying to get rid of the ball, you are trying to figure out what you can do with the ball. Do octopuses often cause trouble in aquariums? It is practically impossible to keep an octopus in a tank unless you are very lucky. One of the early researchers said if you leave a floating thermometer in a tank, it will last about 5 minutes. Octopuses simply take things apart. I recall reading about someone who had built a robot submarine to putter around in a large aquarium tank. The octopus got a hold of it and took it apart piece by piece. The octopus emerges as a fascinating symbol of the alien and the known, challenging our perceptions with its extraordinary adaptability and intelligence. From their shelled ancestors to the masters of camouflage they've become today. Their unique biological features and behaviors highlight the incredible diversity of life on Earth and remind us that the most astonishing discoveries lie not in the far reaches of space, but in the depths of our own oceans, waiting to reveal their secrets. If you liked the video and want to see more content like this, please consider subscribing to the channel, leaving a like, and commenting your thoughts down below. It all helps so much. Thanks for watching.